Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a little while since I've posted anything. I'm working on a new studio, working on a new format. Hopefully, I may have one or two more that I need to put out in this format, and they will always be released in this format. But next time, we're actually going to do some deep dives. We're going to start kind of from the beginning. I will always post them this way, and then where I actually get on camera and talk to you and explain some of the things that I find interesting about them. Really appreciate you guys for showing up. Again, I'm just going to ask like, subscribe, tell a friend. Um, Today, we are doing the second day, which starts off with Cottam. Um, there's some, there is some of Bride comes in. I'm not gonna do a whole video for him because it's like 2 minutes. He does get questioned, but yeah. Again, I'm just gonna say thank you guys for watching, being here, and let's enjoy.
Gentlemen, I am very sorry to have delayed beginning the hearing beyond the hour set this morning, but a conference between my colleagues and myself made it necessary. I am going to proceed this morning by asking Mr. Cottam, the Marconi operator on the Carpathia, to take the witness chair again. Mr. Cottam, you detailed yesterday, when you were last interrogated by the committee, the work that you did on the Carpathia up to the time of the last message received from the Titanic.
Yes, sir.
And to that message you made reply by direction of the captain.
Yes, sir.
Will you relate the captain's last message to the Titanic?
The captain sent a message to the effect that they were to have their lifeboats ready. We had got ours ready and were steaming as fast as we could in the direction of the position of the vessel given.
Was anything further said?
No, sir.
And you received no further answer to that message?
No, sir.
You also detailed the work that was done after reaching the scene of the collision and sinking of the Titanic?
Thus,
Did you receive any communication from either a Marconi coast station or any other station from any officer of the White Star Line?
do you mean as soon as we reached the spot?
I mean from the time you reached the scene of this catastrophe until you reached port in New York.
I was in communication with some boat or other the whole of the time, sir.
You were in communication with some boat or other the whole of the time.
Yes, sir.
Did any message come signed officially by any officer of the White Star Line?
I had one or two from the Baltic, sir.
One or two from the Baltic?
Yes, sir.
To what effect?
I cannot remember, sir.
Were they signed or merely transmitted?
They were official messages, sir, but I cannot remember whether they were signed or not.
I wish you would speak a little louder. I cannot quite hear you myself.
They were official messages, but whether or not they were signed by the captain of the Baltic, I could not say.
Do you recall the contents?
I cannot remember. I have no record of any of them at all.
Were they messages from the Baltic or transmitted through the Baltic from any coast station?
There was communication with Time Baltic and the Carpathia the whole of the time.
And you cannot recall what those messages were?
No, sir, there were too many of them, sir.
I will ask you specifically whether you received any message indicating a desire or suggestion that the true state of things be kept as confidential.
I informed the Baltic of the whole catastrophe about 10:30 in the morning after the wreck.
At 10:30
About 10:30.
on Monday morning following the loss of the Titanic,
Yes, sir.
you communicated the facts to the Baltic?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how far out the Baltic was at that time? How far from you?
I could not say, sir, but she was steaming in the direction of the wreck.
She was steaming in the direction of the wreck,
Yes, sir.
but you had no communication with a coast station.
No, sir.
And can you recall what was said in the message at 10:30 Monday morning to the Baltic?
I told her the distress signal received earlier on, or the previous night, and told her that we had been to the wreck and picked up as many passengers as we could find in the small boats and were returning to New York.
Did you say anything in this message about Halifax?
No, sir.
Or at any other time?
No, sir. Yes, I believe I did mention something about Halifax, sir, simply because the captain was bound for Halifax first, and then he changed his mind and was bound for New York. I may have mentioned Halifax. I cannot quite remember whether I mentioned Halifax at first.
You say the captain was bound for Halifax.
Yes, sir.
How do you know?
I went and asked the captain, sir. 3 or 4 ships around about wanted to know where we were bound for, and the captain said he was not decided. He thought he was bound for Halifax, but later on in the morning he changed his mind.
At what time?
I cannot remember the time.
About what time? Was it forenoon?
It may have been about noon.
Was it necessary to change his course in changing his mind?
Slightly, sir.
Did you at any time on Monday send a message to the Baltic or to any other office to the effect that all passengers had been saved and that the Titanic was being towed to Halifax?
No, sir.
Or anything resembling that?
No, sir.
Then you did not in any way attempt to withhold the exact facts concerning the sinking of the Titanic.
No, sir.
Did any message reach you on the Carpathia on Monday night, or Tuesday from any source indicating a rumor of that kind?
No, sir.
The only reference to Halifax was the reference made in your first message to the Baltic?
Yes, sir. I may have sent the same to the other ships, I cannot remember. There were 3 or 4 ships in the vicinity, the Virginian, the Californian, and the Baltic. I may have sent the same message to the 3, I cannot be certain.
But you did not send out from the Carpathia any report that the passengers and crew of the Titanic were saved and that the ship, badly damaged, was being towed to Halifax,
No, sir.
or anything of that nature.
No, sir.
And if I understand you correctly, you were not requested to do so?
No, sir.
By anyone?
No, sir.
Either operator or officer or any other person?
No, sir.
Did you pick up on the instrument any such statement from any other source?
No, sir.
Did you know that a statement of that kind was being printed?
No, sir.
You sent out no communication which was indefinite enough to be so construed?
No, sir.
You are very positive about that?
Yes, sir.
It would have been false, would it not?
Yes, sir.
And of your own knowledge, you knew that it would be false?
No, sir.
If the White Star Line sent the following telegram, dated New York, April 15. J. A. Hughes, Huntington, West Virginia. Titanic proceeding to Halifax. Passengers will probably land there Wednesday. All safe. White Star Line. They did not obtain this information from you,
No, sir.
nor to your knowledge from any other operator on the Carpathia?
No, sir.
Were you on duty Monday?
Yes, sir.
How much of Monday?
All the day, sir.
All day?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by day? Give the hours.
The whole of the time, sir.
Give the hour when you went on duty and when you left.
I do not remember when I went on, and I did not come off for a couple of days after I got on.
Were you off duty from early evening Sunday until Monday evening?
No, sir, I was never off.
Never off duty?
No, sir.
So you were at your instrument?
Yes, the whole of the time.
All of the time?
Yes, sir.
On Sunday night and Monday all day, and as I understood you yesterday, Monday night all night,
Yes, sir.
and Tuesday all day,
Yes, sir.
and Tuesday night all night?
Tuesday night or Wednesday night. I cannot remember whether it was Tuesday night or Wednesday night. I got about 2 or 3 hours sleep.
You fell off asleep,
Thus,
and do not know when you went to sleep.
no, sir.
You awoke at dawn,
Yes, sir.
on Wednesday morning?
Yes, sir.
I suppose you were exhausted,
Yes, sir.
and involuntarily lapsed into slumber,
Yes, sir.
sitting at your instrument.
Yes, sir.
When did Mr. Bride, the surviving wireless operator of the Titanic, relieve you?
I believe it was Wednesday afternoon when he was brought up.
Wednesday afternoon.
Yes, sir.
You slept in the early morning until dawn
Yes, sir.
of Wednesday,
Yes, sir.
and got no relief until the afternoon of Wednesday.
I think it was the afternoon of Wednesday. Sir, I don't remember the days, all being up all the time. I don't remember what the days were. I know I only had about 10 hours sleep from the time we left the scene of the wreck until we arrived at New York.
You are positive, however, that you were in charge of the instrument Sunday night all night?
Yes, sir.
Monday and Monday night all night?
Yes, sir.
That was the day following this calamity.
Yes, sir.
Tuesday and Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
That is what you have stated, Tuesday night. And you awakened at dawn on Wednesday morning?
Yes, sir.
When you awakened, did you find yourself at your instrument?
Yes, sir.
Fully dressed?
Yes, sir.
And you got no relief until Mr. Bride came to your relief during the afternoon of Wednesday, that same day?
No, sir.
About what time did Mr. Bride come to your relief?
It was late in the afternoon, I should say about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, sir.
And how long were you absent from your instrument?
After Bright came into the cabin,
Yes,
I was not absent at all, sir.
you were not absent at all.
No.
Were you lying down in your room adjoining your apparatus?
Yes, sir.
You were lying down in the room?
Not when Mr. Bride came. I kept the watch all the night that Bride was there. I was up the whole night.
You were up all of Wednesday night assisting Mr. Bride?
Yes, sir.
What I would like to know is how much rest you got on Wednesday, or Wednesday afternoon.
I cannot remember, sir, what rest I had. I know I only had about 8 or 10 hours. I think from the time we arrived at the wreck until the time we arrived in New York.
During that time was Mr. Bride at the instrument?
Yes, so we were both there the whole time.
But during the time you were getting the rest, did you leave him at the instrument?
Yes, sir.
But you did not leave the instrument yourself until Wednesday afternoon?
I did not leave the instrument on Wednesday afternoon.
Well, you got rest on Wednesday, you say.
I do not remember whether I did or not.
While Mr. Bride was at the instrument, did you feel your responsibility for the service?
Yes, sir.
You did not pass this responsibility over to him?
No, sir.
What did he do for you?
He carried on with the work, sir, while I was not there.
Were you at your instrument when the message from the Chester was received?
Yes, sir.
You took that message?
Yes, sir.
Did you reply to it?
Yes, sir.
In the manner you stated yesterday?
Yes, sir.
You did not feel any authority. You did not have any authority to designate Mr. Bride for service?
No, so his services were entirely voluntary, sir.
His services were voluntary.
Yes, sir.
What was his physical condition?
He could not walk, he could not stand, sir.
He could not walk and he could not stand?
No, sir.
From injuries?
From injuries, yes. So injuries received at the time of the wreck.
At the time of the wreck?
Yes, sir.
What was his mental condition? Did he seem to be lucid?
No, sir. No, sir, he seemed to be all right.
How?
He seemed to be all right.
I say he seemed to be all right, did he mentally?
Yes, sir.
And did he receive messages to your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
And answer them?
Yes, sir.
Do you know any that he sent or received?
It was Mr. Bride who sent the third class names to the Chester, sir.
Any other message?
I have no record of it here, so the records are all on the Carpathia.
No other message that you can recollect?
No, sir. He did send some, sir, but I cannot remember when or what they were.
Did you know at the time?
Yes, sir.
And if he had sent any message such as I have indicated, that the Titanic was being towed to Halifax and the passengers were safe, you would have known it, would you not?
Yes, sir.
And you would not have permitted it?
No, sir.
He did not in fact send it.
No, sir.
Send such message?
No, sir.
Can you now tell just how long Mr. Bride was at the instrument?
He was on and off the instrument, and took a watch occasionally, sir.
Took a watch occasionally?
Yes, sir.
Did you stand watch alone all of the time, with the exception of the short time that you were overtaken by slumber and the time you were relieved by Mr. Bride, from Sunday evening until at your arrival in New York?
Yes, sir.
And had the responsibility for the work of the wireless on the Carpathia?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody talked to you since you have been in New York that was aboard the boat with reference to any messages that were sent or received?
I heard about the message being put about the Titanic being bound for Halifax, sir.
Tell us what you were asked.
I was asked by somebody abroad. I cannot remember who it was, whether I sent the message or not.
Were you asked by Mr. Ismay?
No, sir.
Were you asked by some officer of the Carpathia?
No, sir.
Were you asked by any of the crew?
No, sir.
Or by any of the passengers?
I believe it was after we arrived in New York I heard about it, sir.
After your arrival at the Cunard docks, you were asked that question?
Yes, sir.
Do you know who interrogated you?
No, sir, I do not. I cannot remember at all, sir. I was too busy at the time.
Would you know the man if you saw him?
I don't suppose I would, sir. I did not take any notice of him at the time.
Have you seen him since?
I do not know, sir.
How soon after you reached the Cunard dock were you asked that question?
I cannot say. I do not recollect anything concerning the question at all.
Was it immediately after you reached dock?
I cannot remember anything about it, only remember being asked after we arrived in New York, sir.
What were you asked? Just state what was said to you and your reply.
I was asked if I had sent a message to shore to the effect that the Titanic was being towed into Halifax, and of course I said I had not.
That you had not.
No, sir.
Did you say anything more?
No, sir.
Did the person who addressed you say anything more?
No, sir. I believe it was a reporter. I cannot remember, sir. I believe it was a reporter.
You do not know who it was.
No, sir, I cannot remember at all.
Did you have any conversation with Mr. Bright about that matter?
No, sir, I did not. I never spoke to him about it.
Did he have any conversation with you about it?
No, sir.
I understood you to say yesterday that the wireless apparatus on the Carpathia was rather out of date
Yes, sir.
and not in very good condition.
The set itself is in good condition for what it is, sir, but it is an old-fashioned type.
An old-fashioned type.
Thus,
Have you any means of knowing what distance you could accurately communicate with that apparatus?
about 215 miles, I should say, sir.
When you say that this was an old type, you mean that it was limited in its power.
Yes, sir.
What was the maximum wavelength that could be employed by that instrument?
I do not know the wavelength, but I was using the standard wavelength of all the ships in the Marine Service.
You say the standard wavelength. What was that 600 meters?
Yes, sir.
And you could use 600 meters, could you?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that to be the standard wavelength that English ships, or ships under the flag of countries parties to the international treaty, have prescribed?
Yes, sir.
You know that, do you?
Yes, sir.
How do you know it?
I know that there is a rule established by the International Convention to the effect that merchant ships are not permitted to use wavelengths other than 600 and 300 meters.
Merchant ships have the 600 maximum and the 300 minimum.
Yes, sir.
Is that right, Mr. Marconi?
Yes, so that is right.
And you were able to meet these regulations with these instruments fairly satisfactorily?
Yes, so most of the time I was not using an attuned set at all. It was plain aerial and emitting unattuned oscillations.
Just explain that.
There is no wavelength at all to what we call plain aerial, sir. Any ships within the radius of 250 miles or under would get it. It would not matter, hardly, what adjustment they were standing by on.
Is that reliable?
Yes, sir.
That is simply general transmission to offices within a limited radius?
Yes, sir.
I believe you said you were 21 years of age,
Yes, sir.
and that you had been an operator for about 4 or 5 years.
About 3 years.
About 3 years?
About 3 years.
And that your wages were pound 410s?
Yes, sir, per month.
And board?
Yes, sir.
And that your room was provided for you in your office?
Yes, sir.
I am not quite satisfied to leave your statement yesterday to the effect that no regular office hours are prescribed by your regulations.
No, sir, the operator uses his own discretion, but he is responsible if anything should go wrong at all.
Well, what do you do with your time when you are away from the instrument? How do you pass your time? Where do you pass it? You cannot find much society at the place where your office is located on the boat.
No, sir.
Where do you go? What do you do mingle with the crew?
Mingle with the crew or go on deck.
Where?
On deck or in their rooms.
On deck or in their rooms?
Yes, sir.
And the number of times you shall go to your office and your instrument is entirely discretionary with you?
Yes, said the Marconi Co. Issues chart showing us when the ships come along, sir.
Then when you caught this message from the Titanic, this distress message, you caught it not because you were there by any regulation of your company at that particular time,
No, sir.
but rather accidentally?
Yes, sir.
I believe you said you had the telephone on your ear when you started to disrobe and get ready to retire for the night.
Yes, sir.
You kept this telephone on your ear that you might not miss anything just before getting into bed.
I had just previously called the Parisian and I was waiting for a reply to see if there was one coming.
If that reply from the Parisian had been received, that would have ended your work for the night, would it?
Yes, sir. I should have replied again. I should have finished for the night.
That was a commercial communication?
Yes, sir. It would have been if I had ever caught the Parisian, but I did not catch him apparently. He had gone to bed.
Apparently the operator on the Parisian had gone to bed.
Yes, sir.
You assumed that he had gone to bed?
Yes, sir.
What was the hour?
The hour was about 11 o'clock, sir, New York time.
You kept the telephone on your ear that you might get a reply from the Parisian if possible before you retired.
Yes, sir.
Now, while you had this telephone apparatus on your head and were preparing for bed, you caught this communication from the Titanic.
Not just then, sir, it was about 5 minutes afterwards.
About 5 minutes
Afterwards.
after you had attempted to get a reply from the Parisian?
Yes, sir.
If you had not had this telephone arrangement on your head and had been preparing for bed, was there anything on that instrument that would have alarmed you or signaled you to the board?
No, sir, nothing whatever.
Nothing whatever,
No, sir.
so that the communication from the Titanic reached you by the merest accident?
Yes, sir.
Providentially?
Yes, sir.
And the first message just repeated to the reporter.
The first message was saying come at once. It is a sea. Who? The old man. That is the distress call. Then he sent his position.
What was the old man? What did that mean?
It is simply a complimentary remark that is passed in wireless telegraph service.
That was a pretty serious time for complimentary remarks, was it not? Did you transmit it to the captain in the form in which it came?
No, sir, there was not necessity to put that on, sir.
You hook off the old man?
Yes, sir, but I reported it verbally.
Was that old man intended for you?
For me, sir.
You appropriated those 2 words and took the balance of it to the captain?
Yes, sir.
From that minute you were in communication with the Titanic until the last message came about between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning?
No, sir, it was 11:55, New York time, when I received the last message from the Titanic.
11:55.
Thus,
That was the message which said that the boiler room was filling with water.
yes, sir.
Come or anything.
He said to come as quickly as possible. He said she is taking water, and it is up to the boilers.
You took that message to the captain?
Yes, sir.
And the captain replied,
Yes, sir.
in order to have this, I am going to run the risk of repetition. We should like to have you give the captain's reply.
The captain told me to go and tell the Titanic he was making toward the position given as quickly as possible. That he had a double watch in the engine room, and she was making a good 15 and perhaps 16 knots. He told me to tell her to get the boats ready, as we had got hers all ready.
Lifeboats?
Yes, sir.
Did you send any other message after that?
Yes, so I repeated the message many times, sir.
You repeated that message many times,
Thus,
but you got the answer?
I got no answer, no, sir.
And never did receive an answer to that last message?
No, sir.
Did you get an answer to that last message from any other ship?
No, sir.
Or other office?
No, sir.
I think that is all. You may step aside. I will ask Mr. Bride to take the stand.
Thank you all again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, always, any questions, any comments, please put them in the comments below. What did you find interesting? Um, and again, I will be doing some new videos, getting them out there as soon as I can. Still working on the studio a little bit, but I'm close. So please bear with me, and I hope you stick around for the journey. Again, please like and subscribe. Thank you.